Well, hello.
Hello.
We're sat on our pitch, of which there will have been maybe little bits of snippets that you'll have seen so far, here at Skelwith Fold site. Skelwith with a W, Skelwith. It's like Keswick. The W is silent. Skelwith, not Skelwick. The dog's decided to lie down now, so that's grand. This is our third day, isn't it? We arrived Sunday. Today is Wednesday, 17th, and it's been not a bad day today. It's been quite pleasant, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been lovely.
Not too hot, not too cold, not too windy, and definitely not wet. Monday and Tuesday there was quite a lot of droppage from the sky, but then we're in the lakes, so that's really a shock, isn't it?
Yeah, but Sunday was absolutely boiling.
Yes, horrible.
Which made the journey very, very difficult for Kira and for us, really.
Yes, made it hard, very hard.
Anyway, we got here. We
did indeed.
Yeah.
Let's run through the bits. Skelwith Fold is massive.
Yes, it's huge.
And when I say massive, it covers about 60 acres, I think. Possibly even more.
Yeah.
Does say.
I know.
Well, if I if I hold this up the right way up, this is a map of Skelwith Fold, and from side to side, it's 1.5 miles, more or less. It's quite a walk, and there's an awful lot of very nice walks around the site. It has to be said.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. There's a lot of statics and lodges and glamping, and basically there's everything here. What I want to talk about specifically is the premium pitch section that we're on. Now what I'll try and do is get an overhead and show you what it's about. It's the pitch sizes are enormous. Okay, forget other dogs. Pitch sizes are fabulous. You could get 3 motorhomes side by side on each pitch. You can see that we're sat at a picnic bench. Each of these pitches has a picnic bench. Obviously there's water on tap, there's 16 amp elastic trickery, and there's your grey waste as well. The pitches are all pretty damn level. It took our levelling system about 3 seconds once it had got them down to go, yeah, it'll do. Fine, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, and looking around, people who've used ramps, they're on the first one.
Just to bring the front up, because the front usually tips down.
Or the back, whichever way around it is.
In terms of size of van, big as you like, we've had an American RV next to us. It was huge, 44 foot.
I don't know. It's
ginormous.
Massive.
Let's put it like this. It was towing a Jeep Wrangler as a tow car. That's how big it was. Huge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Massive.
So there you go.
Might be able to get a photo in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we might have taken one out the window, didn't you, Pet?
Yeah.
Yes. All of this though does come at a price.
There is something else you get on a premium pitch though.
Oh yes, of course.
You do get tokens for the dishwasher. Now, you don't see many dishwashers on site.
Well, there's usually one in every van. It's normally you.
Well, it's usually me, yeah. But they've got a very unique dishwasher here, which takes only, I'm reading it here, 5 minutes. It normally costs £1 per cycle, and each cycle is preloaded with detergent and takes just 5 minutes. But if you're on a premium pitch, you get a token for each day or each night that you are booked on.
That's not bad, is it?
No, it's not.
So if you've got, if you're a family of a few and you've got a lot of pots and pans and stuff like that, load them into your collapsed doodah, wander them down, shove them in, 5 minutes later, Bob's your Uncle, Fanny's your aunt, plates are clean and everything's ready to go.
Yep.
For free.
Yep.
Can it knock free, can you?
No, not at all.
No.
No.
The other thing, before we get on to the wallet, there is a shop at reception which we've used a lot. The quality of the meats and stuff, it comes from one of the local butchers, and my grandsons when they were given the opportunity to have further meats from the shop cooked by their grandfather's hands, basically they didn't care if they couldn't go swimming, they just wanted the beef burgers, didn't they?
Yes.
So we joined them, and they're amazing.
Yes, they're lovely.
They're really good
Lovely.
and very fairly priced, which I like. You can get your milk, your bread, you can get your beers, your wines, your spirits, everything. Everything that you could possibly want is probably in the shop, including, believe it or not, collapsible dog bolts, dog treats, dog food, bird food.
It's very dog friendly.
It's a very dog friendly site. It's lovely.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's very good. And so too, yes, the wallet.
Now, bearing in mind that there was a reason that we came here, and that was because our daughter and her husband and 2 grandchildren were coming to Ambleside for a week, and they said, would we care to join them, take the motor home. Well, when we actually booked this, we didn't have Kira, and we didn't even know we were going to get Kira, because it's been booked for quite some time. But she's been really happy. She's been really good, really good. So would we have chosen here? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the figures, shall we? Okay, take a deep breath.
Are you sitting comfortably? Have you got a gin?
Yeah. Bear in mind also, it is August. It's high season.
And it's the lakes.
It's the Lake District. So a premium pitch, that's hard standing, high season, is £37.50 a night. Okay?
That's for anything.
Sorry?
That's for anything. Any size motorhome, caravan, RV, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, £37.50.
But you then have to pay your electricity on top of that, which is £4 per night. We booked originally for an awning, which is £3.50 per night. I then had to add on the dog. And that's not... Yes, it is. Which is... Oh, I've forgotten now.
I think it was £1, wasn't it?
£1 a night, yeah. So for 4 nights, it came to a grand total of, deep breath, £213.60p.
If you say it fast, it doesn't sound much.
But for us, it enabled us to spend some quality time with our family, and that is really important to us. Would we have paid that? Would we have come here on our own? Probably not. We would have found somewhere, somewhere else. And to be honest, generally speaking, we don't go away in the school holidays, do we?
No, we generally take the view that we're 2 old codgers that can bugger off any time we choose. So we tend to go mostly midweek stuff. We tend to mostly go outside of school holidays so that we're not taking pictures up that families with kids can use. Because we can go anytime. Yeah. So that's the way that goes, isn't it?
So that's that done with.
To be fair, that's not the most expensive that's around at the minute.
Oh, no,
I mean, there are places that are £50 a night before you start.
Yeah.
That's before you have dogs and awnings and kids and nappy changing and God knows what.
Yeah.
So, I want to use the phrase, it's not out the way. We're in Cumbria, and I looked at one of the club sites, and the club sites were £45 a night.
Well, yeah. And it is a lovely place. If you've been to Ambleside, if you know Ambleside, it is lovely.
It is.
You do, however, need a good pair of walking boots.
Which you can buy in Ambleside, because I bought Jill a pair.
Or there is a bus, but do remember that it's at least half a mile from the gate of the campsite to reception. Uphill. It's nearer
3/4 of a mile uphill.
But, it is a nice walk down, unless you've got a pup who is a bit unsure of heavy traffic. And again, it's in the Lake District, the roads are narrow. And one part
and busy
of the road there isn't a footpath.
To be clear, that's not on the path from reception down to the bus stop.
Sorry, no.
That's the path down into Ambleside. It's a lovely path, but there are sections of it where you've got to walk on the
actual road
before a pavement comes in. Talking about which, access to in here, if a 44-footer can make it, towing, anybody can.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest of drives. There's a bridge you've got to cross, which could be a bit iffy. Outside of that,
if you take your time.
Well, I'm saying that because the camera's overheated, so I don't know whether I've got the footage of the full arrival. At the time that we're filming this, I've not had a chance to have a look. So that's where we stand on that one. But once you're in, it's a doddle.
Yeah.
Getting parked up, a doddle. Getting hooked up, a doddle. It's lovely. Tame robins, there's deer. 6 o'clock, go down to where the play park is. It was a massive play park for the kids, and it's fabulous.
It is. Yeah.
Talking about the tame robin.
Oh, you probably just saw it on the table at the back. Yeah.
I'll try and zoom in post. The tame robin came to be part of it. Go down near there, and you'll see deer around about 6 o'clock most evenings, apparently.
Evenings or morning?
Evenings.
Oh, I thought you said morning.
Not evenings. 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, well, missed it then.
And unfortunately, we've been otherwise occupied.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right. Would I come back here if I was just looking for a holiday? I'm going to say it depends. I do like it.
It is very nice. It is very nice.
This pitch
and
we've
to be
got...
honest, because our main reason for coming was to be with family, we haven't, or I certainly haven't, taken the opportunity to discover all the walks that there are around here. And there are 16 circular walks from the actual site, varying in distance from 2 or 3 miles to 15, I think. But they have those maps at the reception. I think they're $150 each, but all the money goes to the air ambulance, which is an excellent cause.
I've seen it called out twice while we've been here. It's in good weather, and it's needed even more in bad weather. You've not just got all of the circular walks from the sites, but you're in the lakes. You've got all of the fells and the Wainwrights.
Well, that's right. There's buses, there's taxis.
There's you name it, it's all here.
Yeah.
But it's always going to be very much a case of BMW. Bring more wallet.
Yeah.
It's the lakes, it's what it is. And that pretty much sums it up for here, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Once we get home, we're leaving tomorrow, we'll be taking it easy for a couple or 3 weeks. We've got some bits and bobs to do, and then we probably shall be heading up north.
Hopefully.
Into Scotland, because it's a place we like a lot. We've got a little bit of work to do with Madam Flutterby here. Her training's coming along really, really well. She's doing fabulously, isn't she?
She is,
But we've got to get a little bit more socialisation done, a little bit more lead work done, a little bit more heel work done, and then we're going to be off and... Ah, yes, it's reminded me. Kira, come. Kira, come. Oh, up you come. Now, a number of people have asked about this white box that they keep saying on here, on our collar, right? And they keep saying, is it an E-collar? No, it's not. You don't need an E-collar unless your dog's deaf, and it's just then used as a very gentle way of communication. It's not an E-collar, it's a GPS, and the reason that we've got it on her, we put it on when she's not on the walking chain, if you like, if she's going to go out and chase after balls or jump in water or stuff like that, and it's just in case the worst happens and she either gets spooked or gets distracted and chases a deer off into the forest or something. We use that so that we can track her down easier.
You can track it on your phone.
You can use the phone to track it. I track Jill and Kira when they're out on a walk all the time, just to be sure nothing's gone wrong. And if they stay in one place for more than 5 or 6 minutes, then I'll give Jill a ring to find out what's going on.
I'm usually talking to somebody.
Normally. yak, most of the time. But it's there. So that's what it is. It's a GPS. It's not an e-collar. I'm not a nasty man. I wouldn't be a nasty man. That's just the way it is. I love me dogs. I always have loved dogs. So that's just what we can track it down. It's called Tractive and not sponsored. Hashtag, how do you do that? Hashtag not sponsored. And there you go. That's about the size of it, isn't it, really? Is there anything else that we need to mention? I'm trying to think.
I can't think of anything. If there is, we'll put it on the
in the description.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll record going out of the site tomorrow. We leave tomorrow.
If the cameras don't overheat.
If the cameras are working all right.
When the temperature outside is 36 degrees, and even with aircon on, the cameras decide it's too hot, I'm not working, and there was still like that 5 hours after we arrived, after I'd got them out the sun. Yeah, it was hot, very, very hot. So there you go.
Yep.
That's Skelwith Fold, or Skelwith Fold, if you want to make the W not silent. It's where we are. It's what it is.
There is one thing, an important thing.
Important thing.
The site is exceptionally clean and tidy. The staff are really welcoming. There are wardens who travel around in golf carts, checking everything 3, 4, 5 times a day, but they always give you a wave. They're always, there if you need any help. And it's when anybody leaves a site, he was round this morning, he comes round with his leaf blower, makes sure where the
yes, the pitch for the picnic table gets leaf blown down.
Yeah.
He checks for
everything's clean
for pegs
and tidy.
that had been left, as quite often happens. All that kind of stuff.
It's really, really.
They're very good.
Yeah,
they're very good.
Yeah,
and as I say, really, all I know is the premium pictures. You've walked a lot further, but it's all at the same standard. It's all very well looked after. It's all very.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of the other pictures because they're a long way away.
They're nearly a mile away from here.
Yes, yeah. The premium pictures are kind of in the middle.
Yes.
And the other pictures are round the outside, but the lodges are in the...
It's a complex route.
Yeah,
it's a complex map.
Yeah,
and
it's lovely though.
If you need to empty your black waste from one of the non-premium pictures, then you've got at least a 5-minute walk to do that. You need to be aware of that.
Yeah, if you're thinking about coming, do your homework, because you get a choice of where the pitch is. But have a good look at the map, and there's a map online
we'll link
on their website, which is quite comprehensive, unless they haven't altered it, because it did say before we came that visitors weren't allowed. They are allowed.
They are.
It should have been changed on the website, so visitors are allowed, so that's no problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, I'm finished now.
We're done now, are we?
Done now.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm done. She's done. You're probably done. So thank you very much for your company for this. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it entertaining. I hope you found it enjoyable. And if you have, you know what to do. Send us a £50 note in a... No, that's not the case at all. Listen, we've enjoyed doing this for you. We do enjoy making the videos. We hope that you find them funny sometimes, useful sometimes, and thank you for all the kind comments that you all give us. Yeah. We've had some lovely comments, even while we've been away, saying how useful the videos have been. Thank you for that, because, well, thank you. It makes me feel good.
We can't always respond, because that is the downside, but it's the same in the lakes. The Wi-Fi data signals are not...
The cellular connection here is what's known in the trade as pants.
Yeah.
It's utter corporal rap.
Yeah, there's nowhere... You can get phone calls, you can get messages on your phone.
That's about it.
But uploading video
Forget it.
No.
Watching video.
Yeah,
Forget
you can't
it.
watch that either.
That's on Vodafone for sure.
Yeah.
EE might be different, O2 might be different, 3 might be different, but Vodafone's crap. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you very much for watching, if you have been. So, until next time, enjoy the roads.
Enjoy the skies.
But most of all, enjoy your lives, because life rocks when your living room rolls. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.